Hello, everyone. It's your boy Holat Jonez. Hold up, the chronic just got to me. And we're back with another episode of A Whole Lot of Real. Featuring Catherine over here. Cat, what's up?
What's going on?
How you doing, Cat?
I'm great.
Yo,
Couldn't be any better.
fuck you, Cat. You know that? Fuck you, Cat. Alright? You know that, Cat? Fuck you, alright?
Listen, you know the difference between me and you?
What's the difference?
I know how to act in front of people, right?
Okay.
So we're gonna keep this civil,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah. At the end of the day, Cat, I can't stand you.
It's all right.
And it's not fair. It's not fair. Like, why are women so mean? Why are women so violent? That's what Kat wanted me to ask the ladies today.
First of all, let's be real with
Okay,
ourselves.
okay.
Why did I ask you to ask them?
What you said?
Why did I ask
Ask
you
them
to ask
bitches.
them? Ask the bitches in the podcast. That's what you. Isn't that what you call them?
Ask them bitches in the podcast and why they so fucking violent.
Not why they violent. Like you asked specifically, why are women? Why do
Yeah.
women always want violence?
Yes,
Right? Why they always acting up? Why they
Yes.
always acting a
I
fool?
feel like women always want violence.
And since you consider me a nigga, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So I said, ask the bitches from the podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe they got an answer for you.
Yeah.
Because I just like to defend myself. That's
Yeah.
all.
No, we know.
Yeah. And I'm going to defend
We're
myself
gonna do
all the
whatever
way.
it takes to prove your point.
And if I think I'm right, then we going all the way.
I don't know why.
All the way.
Even when you're wrong.
I don't give a fuck. I think I'm right, though.
That's the problem.
That's your problem. That's your problem. Because that's not a problem for me.
Obviously,
Okay, so that sounds personal now.
that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Whatever. We're gonna move on because Kat is already mind fucking the rest of us.
What?
And we're already over it. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to get high. That's my main goal. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be faded, enjoy my life, be happy. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I want to do the same.
No one asked you, Kat. No one asked if you wanted
You see,
to
you see, this is why
What?
women act the way they act. You see how y'all niggas are? Like, why
because
you like
y'all
this?
don't know y'all place.
What you mean we're in one room together? I can't
choose-
give my opinion.
I'm like, yo, you're here to talk when needed, not
Yeah?
not overly excessively.
So I gotta wait for you, like, snap your fingers and then, like, I talk?
Like, a little signal, like, now you can talk. Like,
Yeah?
like
So, yo, be looking for the signal throughout the podcast, all
I
right?
can talk.
Okay.
Nah, but, you know what I mean? I've realized in the time being, when you have a weed dealer, it is good to make sure you tell him that you don't want it. Whenever he can bring it, you know what I mean. You can't give the weed dealers the option of bringing it whenever they feel like it. I've from my recent experiences, I've learned that if the dealer be like, oh yeah, I'm doing something real quick, and you be like, take your time. Do not tell your weed dealers to take their time. The weed dealers will actually take their time. You know what I mean? Some people consider it. Most people consider like, hey, nah, you know what I mean? I got you, I'll be there. You know what I mean? They get there. But the weed dealers, if you tell them to take their time, they will take their fucking time. And yo estoy finteado. You know what I mean? Estoy esperando. And these niggas is taking their fucking time. I want to be en boya hasta la teta. You know what I mean? That's my goal. I know Spanish people, they have a need to be saying things that are inappropriate. Hold on, cat.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. That's why I haven't spoke yet. I was like, I'm waiting for my time to
Yo,
speak.
Cat,
You know?
I'm giving you the signal, cat. Yo.
Yeah, I'm being respectful to your podcast. Okay?
I see. I appreciate that.
Okay.
See that? I appreciate
Okay.
that. It's not like fresh and fit while all the girls are yelling in the other.
You see, because I know how to act. You see what the difference? There's a big difference.
Yes. Cat gotta go on fresh and fit. Yo, fresh and fit. If you see this, put Cat on. Cat ready for y'all.
Oh yeah, definitely ready.
But yeah, I want to be. I feel like Spanish people always say the darnest things, like embollada hasta la teta. Like, I know from my perspective, it means like high titties, right? Because you're embollado, that means you're high.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily saying that you're high as in like altitude. They're saying you're high as in like I'm embollado. So embollada hasta la teta. Like it's like, am I high to? I'm the highest form of titties, or I'm high as the titties? Because it's boya hasta la teta. Hasta means what? Like until. So I'm high until the titties. Oh,
Yeah. You see, we don't respond, so
go
then
ahead,
that's what it means.
go
You're as
ahead,
high
go
as the titties.
I'm as high as the
As
titties,
the
or
titties.
until the titties.
No, you're as high as the titties.
Sí, somos high. Estoy en boy hasta la teta, hasta la teta, oíste,
Yeah.
hasta la teta. That shit is a funny thing to say.
Not all titties are high though, so.
That's when I'm low. That's what I'm.
That's
I'm
when you're at the
waiting.
lowest of
That's
the
when I
lowest.
need-
That's when you're waiting for the weed dealer, right?
That's when I'm waiting. When
Okay.
titties are low.
All right.
Estoy what's that? Bajao.
Wow.
Bajao hasta la teta, oíste.
Bajón.
Bajón, como un beach. Like, you know, like a Mongol beach. What's that? Not Mongol. What's that shit called?
Mongo, you said it right. Está mongo. Yeah.
Mongao. Estoy bajao. Ahora estoy en boy hasta la teta. You know what I mean? All right, let's get into some shit that nobody gives a fuck about. You know what I mean? But they might after we talk about it today. So, Boston. We got some things to talk about, my brother. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to y'all in Boston and Salem especially. Y'all over there doing too much. Y'all trying to have a Satan con. Y'all know what this means? That means that they have their own satanic base. Like the Satanists have their own satanic base in Salem. Is it in Salem? Hold up, let's go. Let's go to the Mass Live report. So, the Satanic Temples Satan Con will be held in Boston in 2023. You know what I mean? And basically, and put into small terms for you, it's like a, you know, like Anime Con, like Comic Con, but for Satanists. And I'm gonna have Kat read it for you, so that way up to here, just you guys can get a brief understanding of what's going on.
All right, so the Satanic Temple's next Satan Con is going to be held in Boston. The Salem-based organization, Satan Con 2023, will be in downtown Boston from April 28th through the 30th, with the theme being Hexanaut.
Hexanaut.
No, Hexanaut.
Hexanaut?
The CHT is silent.
Okay. Kat makes up the rules.
Also known as, I do know how to read.
Okay.
Also known as Witches' Night, is a German holiday that occurs on April 30th and is similar to Halloween.
Yep.
The Satanic Temple said the weekend will include talks about efforts to protect members, reproductive rights, promote addiction recovery, and build support for the group's after-school club.
Okay.
There will also be vendors.
Okay.
So take advantage for those.
For those that want to sponsor the SatanCon.
Yep. Entertainment and a keynote presentation by Lucian Greaves, co-founder of the Satanic Temple.
Wow. A lot going on. But it sounds like they're just, you know what I mean? They just have a religion, because what it is hold on. It's also gonna be the weekend of blasphemy. You know what I mean? And like these Satanists, they just want to have a space where they can express their religion, just like all you guys out there that have a religion that is probably bullshit or it isn't. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you guys have the right to express themselves. These guys want the right to express themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of nuts. You know what I mean? I don't know. Kat, you going?
No, definitely
You're not going?
No.
Why not, though? Listen, they got some things that are going to help the community. They're trying to help. They're trying to protect their members. That's the first thing. Because obviously Satanists are always looked in a bad picture. Because in their mind, Lucifer is not bad. He's actually a good person. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I watch a lot of anime, and they always show Lucifer as a good person in anime. You know what I mean? Okay. So the first thing they want to do, they want to protect their members, and then they want to protect reproductive rights. Like they want you to have an abortion if you want it. You know what I'm saying? So like they're here for women as well, and then they promote addiction recovery. So they're trying to stop the custies from being custies. Like there's a lot of things going on here, and then they build support groups for after school programs or after school clubs, which is okay. Now we're getting a little bit. Like, who's gonna be the like?
I mean, what are they really gonna do in this place, seeing as they don't consider it evil? So is it really gonna be anything that's bad?
That's what I'm saying. It's just their religion backwards. You know what I mean? It's your religion backwards, if you say, you know what I mean? So it's like,
because same way they believe it's not evil, what I believe based off the little things I've heard, it's evil. Satan is evil. You know. Yeah. So this is why I won't be going, because you know.
But it might
they don't
be
like
lit.
all that bullshit. Probably would.
You know what I mean? Like,
you know,
it might be lit. It might know how to party. It's a Satan temple. You know what I mean? I threw that, botched the whole thing.
Well, just know if you want to party, you know where to be at. Where? April 28th through the
Salem.
30th. In 2023.
And it's gonna be a 2-day event from April 28th to the 30th. They wildin'. You know what I mean? That's the thing about it, man. But like, who's performing? Like,
I don't even know this guy, Lucien Greaves.
Lucien Greaves is the co-founder. He's not performing. He's presentation. He's gonna be a presentation. He's the co-founder. It's crazy because the original founder, when he died, his he had like a before he died, he had kind of had like a vision or something where he like fell unconscious and then like woke up like, no, it's dark. It's not as this is not as promised. You know what I mean? Like he actually regretted the last moments of his life. He regretted being a Satanist. You know what I mean? So to keep going, it's kind of crazy. Because to keep the temple going after the founder itself was like, it's a lie. You know what I mean? That's a little bit of evil. A little bit of evil. But overall, it's like, who's performing? Like Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny has to be performing. You know what I'm saying? This is like, it sounds like a Bad Bunny. La chocha de Puerto Rico. La chocha de Puerto Rico. Dame la chocha de Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But like that, when I hear that shit, and I'm coming out of my house and I hear that shit playing at the Puerto Rican Festival, I was like, what the fuck? I wake up and it's 12 in the afternoon. And I'm there like, oh, here, me gusta la chocha de Puerto Rico. Me gusta la chocha de Puerto Rico. Me gusta la chocha.
It's very
like,
vulgar.
Yo, whoa.
Like, we have some songs that obviously say what they
music
say,
is
but
bad.
damn.
Music is the devil's playground.
Yo.
Music is literally the devil's playground. We can't lie. We are attracted to vulgarness, savageness, like demonicness. Like, it's like, that's something that is weird about humans. Like, we're really attracted to all this. You know what I mean? Like, and it'd be a large majority of us. Like, when we die, only a small percent of us is actually going to go to heaven if heaven's real. You know what I mean? Because some of us are not, you know what I mean, obeying by the laws of life. You know what I mean? Or laws of God. But what is God, right? What is God at this point? You know what I mean? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is Satanist. All I'm saying is, if you guys want a weekend of blasphemy, Boston's about to host the craziest party next year. Just make sure y'all carry your Bibles and holy water, because who knows what the fuck is going to be over there. And it's like the after school program too. Like, that kind of threw me off a little bit. Like, who's going to be like running the after school programs? Like Epstein? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, I don't know, man. I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? If they're good people, because you never know. They could be like, you know, like I said, they could worship this thing, but they could be good people. You know what I mean? They could. Who am I to judge? You know what I mean? Even God don't judge. Even people that in church shouldn't judge. You know what I'm saying? But since we're on the topic, you know what I'm saying, and we're talking about these Satanists, let's talk about something that's more, you know what I mean, more holy. So basically, pastors nowadays are making a lot of money. And you know what I mean? And some of that money, some of that money goes into, obviously, the church. So the church always looks spiffy. You know what I mean? Gold out. But it's like, do they have the right to take that money and use it for themselves? You know what I mean? But that's, you know what I mean? You got to think about it like this, guys. You got to think about it like this. He also worships the Lord and deserves the riches of the world, because he's helping the Lord spread his message. You know what I'm saying? So who are we to stop this man from having the new watch or the new car or the, you know what I mean, the latest Gucci, the latest clothing line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, in retrospective, we got to think about it like, you know, it is a job and he's making money. You know what I'm saying? But pastors nowadays, they're trying to be a little bit more flooded, a little bit more iced out. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's bad or good. I'm not really a religious man. But we're going to go into this particular pastor, which I guess he wasn't getting the ice that he needed. And he was begging his supporters, his congregation, to donate more money. And but watch the way he says it, though. He's a wild boy for this one. We're gonna go right where he was. We're gonna go right over. I want to watch the full video, but let me see. Whatever. Let's play it.
That's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me.
Yeah.
I'm not worth your McDonald's money.
Tell him.
I'm not worth your Red Lobster money.
Tell him.
I ain't worth your St. John knit. Y'all can't afford it no how.
Tell him. Amen.
I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton.
Blessed.
I ain't worth your Prada.
Preach.
I'm not worth your Gucci.
Preach.
Mother, ooh, I'm saying this, and I promise you, Deacon Ian, it's not with respect of want. I'm saying it because I want you to understand just what God is saying. I even found out that Movado, you can buy a Movado watch in Sam's.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is the whole way in August. I still ain't got it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters.
You know what I mean? It's only $1,000. You know what I mean? He's trying to tell the motherfuckers he needs the Movado watch. You know what I mean? God wants him to have the Movado watch. But let's be honest. Is he not worth your McDonald's money? Is he not worth your Gucci? You know what I'm saying? This is a man of God. This guy put his all into making sure you are blessed. You have hope in your life. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he's a little too straightforward about
Look,
it.
I mean, hey, but doesn't God want you to be real, Cat? Didn't you just say that we gotta be real?
We gotta be real, but like you could have approached it. You see, we could be real approaching it a different way.
Yo, God wants you to know you're broke, busted, and disgusted. All right?
That's fucking rude.
God wants you to know.
That was rude.
God, he woke up this morning and was like, God told me to let y'all know y'all broke, busted, and disgusted. And y'all need to get your act together.
That sounded more personal.
Yo, but like, you know what I mean? I understand. The way I look at it, I agree with him. You know what I mean? I agree.
No.
He's the man of God, Cat.
But if you're doing this because it's genuinely coming from you to do this for the people,
Yeah.
not because you're expecting something in return, then that's not coming from you genuinely. It's not coming from the heart.
You don't know that.
What the fuck?
God probably looking down at God probably looked at Satan's man and was like, yo, why all the rappers fresh, all glistening? You know what I mean? God probably told him in his dream, yo, listen, my blood, I want you to be more glistening. I want you to be more shining. I want you to be out there with your diamonds. I want you to represent God for what it is. I don't want you to look all broke, busted, and disgusting. You know what I mean? So he woke up from that dream and was like, I gotta make sure the world knows we can't be broke, busted, and disgusting. This man is, this man's taking the church. I'll go to that church. Yeah, I will go to that church. And let me know what's real. You know what I mean? Let me know when I'm being broke, busted, and disgusting. The point is, right, is that there was also another pastor. You know what I mean? And this is what he did. We're looking through our pastors right now. So, because we're about to correlate some lines together. So check out this pastor.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Bishop Whitehead, and I'm gonna walk y'all into my prayer closet. This is my prayer closet, and one would
Amen.
think that, wow, look at your closet.
Why did we go into this closet?
Got all my priestly robes.
I don't see nothing to pray about.
And more.
To pray about in there. Doesn't even have like a praying bench or nothing.
Designer coats.
Okay.
You name it. Gucci, Louis.
Oh, he had to tell us. He had to make sure.
He prayed for this.
Fendi. You name
That's the
it.
difference.
Yes,
He prayed for this.
yes.
Coats.
I used to pray for times like this.
Then when you walk into my shoe closet,
Okay.
every designer wear.
Wow.
Designer wear for days.
Fire, those looking fire.
Yo, the boy got
But
taste.
I didn't come on to talk about designer wear or wealth.
Okay. Yeah, you could tell God kicked him in right there. That moment was like, nigga, I know what you're trying to do there, bro. You know you were trying, cause niggas only do this for the bitches. At the end of the day, listen, when I saw this video, this nigga corny. This nigga whack. All right? God should smite his ass. Straight the fuck up. I'm like, nigga, you literally, like, come on, man. It was cool if you would have showed the closet and just kept it cordial with the conversation.
Yeah.
Whatever. I wouldn't give a fuck. But he had to point it out. Oh, but just because I showed you all this doesn't mean this conversation is about this.
And then the video just cuts off.
I mean, no, but that's that.
That's
There's
just part
a
of
longer
that?
there's a longer version of that
So what
video.
does he talk about after that?
I don't give a fuck. It's just the point. It's just the point that why did you have to announce
But
that
maybe he
it
was
wasn't
gonna say
about
something real about why he showed it.
Oh, but what?
Maybe he has something to back his story up as to why he showed us.
I don't give a fuck. All right,
You know?
I don't give a fuck. Lame ass nigga. All
He
right.
was a show off.
I think he was being a show off. I think he was like trying to let the bitches know I pray to God and I dress well. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And then I'm like, when I seen that video, I was like, oh. So Mr. Broke fucking, what was it?
Busted and disgusted.
Mr. Broke busted and disgusted was actually hating.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
low-key hating. I mean, high key, because
He was high key hating. Yes.
Yo, he came in on
In
fire.
reality, he wanted he seen homeboy with the watch, you know what I mean, with the swag,
Yeah.
and he wanted the swag, you know what I mean. So it wasn't under good intentions. At first when I seen this, I was like, the man just wants to be blessed.
He just wants to look fresh.
That's it. Now I'm like, oh, so you watched another man's live and you were like, oh, okay.
I want to be just like him.
I want to be just like him, nigga. This man, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We can't be looking at each other's races like that. You know what I mean? Like, if we're running the race, we have to appreciate where we're at. We can't be Mr. Broke, busted and disgusted and look at Mr. Closet and be like, damn, I wish I was Mr. Closet. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I thought that was pretty corny on both ends. Like, that, you know what I mean? The other one just wanted to be like that, wanted to be respected and wanted to have that, like, you know what I mean? That drip,
Yeah.
which is retarded. Like, if we want to make a real note, like, if I'm about to get real on you guys right now, because, you know, we were playing a lot of games, joking a lot of shit, but let's be real. You know what I'm saying? If you're the man of God, you don't need anything but the word of God. Everything else is irrelevant. Bitches, jewelry, fucking clothes. You should be dressed up to just give out the word. You shouldn't be caring about if you're driving a Rolls Royce. Cause then in reality, think about it. If I'm going to the church, and in some cases they'll look at it and be like, oh, that man's blessed. That's why he has this, because he works with God. Mm-hmm. But in reality, it's like, for me, in my opinion, it's like, oh, bro, you're kind of manipulating us to believe in this religion so you can get paid.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which I don't mind giving you $1, $2 or $3, but like, it's, you know what I mean? But you're Mr. Broke, busted and disgusted, telling me I'm like, I probably never go to your church again. You know what I mean? Or like, I would never even like. It's stupid. I think it's retarded. I think if you're a pastor, live by that shit. That's the problem. That pastors they're more sinful because they are locked into this like ideology. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they have to live by that ideology. You know what I'm saying? So when they don't live by that shit, when they start to like temptation, they look at others like, damn man, I want to get my, you know what I mean? I want to get this shit freshed up. I want to be like this. You know what I mean? They start losing sense of their ideology and their moral compass because they've been restraining themselves for so long. They've been keeping themselves, quote unquote, pure. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. For so long that when they burst out like this, they burst out. You know what I mean? Without any like they burst out without even being conscious to what they're doing. Like for example. And this is probably a terrible example, but the Catholic priest, you know what I mean? They done swapped 81 of them bastards through Boston. You know what I mean? They molested kids, they swapped them bitches and kept them in rotation. Yeah. Like, I would never want to worship a religion again. If my son or if I was touched by a pastor, like molested, what is religion at that point? You know what I mean? It's crazy. And that's why, like with this, it kind of gives me the same turnoff. Like I wouldn't want to go to church. And that's just being serious. This is being taking the joke out of the, you know what I mean? Because we're joking in the beginning, but let's be serious. Like this takes kind of like, it's like a turnoff if you want to be in church. You don't think so?
Well, what if it's not the religion and it's just a person?
But the thing is, you're coming to church trying to learn about the religion. So
but that religion has that weight.
I understand.
But you as a person come and fuck it up.
I understand.
Because you're not the one following.
But what that does is you damage my experience.
That's true.
So my experiences get damaged because my experience gets damaged because I was expecting something more, and all you was like, imagine if they were the first time you get out there. I'm like, yo, either you're like, oh, this pastor's gangster. Or you're like, whoa, what the fuck was this? This is wild. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're probably there, like he probably liked that a little bit aggressive. You know what I mean? And he probably, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That at the end of the day, just continue doing God's work and keep telling us the word. The question is, should they get paid? Should they get paid? Should we be paying them niggas fucking, like, should we be giving them an offering when we go over there? How would the church continue to live? It's like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We have to pay for the church to keep running.
Yeah. But that's for the church, for the utilities and stuff like that, or the needs in the church, not personally for yourself.
Who's to, like, imagine this? Like, I bet, like, there's no, like, who's to know how much you're getting? Because you're passing it around in a basket.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can tax it and be like, oh, I got, you know what I mean? Niggas can literally be like, oh, I only got this much today.
But that's if you come with those bad intentions, you know?
Nah, I feel like a majority, a strong majority of pastors are like that. They're a little fucking nuts and kukulaka. You don't know what the fuck is going on with them niggas. But overall, you know what I'm saying? Since we're on the subject of Satan and heaven and pastors, over the weekend, or was it last week, Juan Arando got into some crazy ass shootout where it was like not like a shootout. They shot at him and they ended up killing his friend. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Juan Arando is the most hated public enemy #1 in the industry right now. And in the last, like, here, take this. I want this. In the last let's say in the last year, there's been at least 3 attempts on his life already. You know what I mean? 3 attempts on Juan Arando's life. And everybody knows, if you don't know by now, it's because his people were responsible for the death of King Von. He had a fight with King Von. King Von, like, suckered him from the side, beat his ass, and then from the corner, little Timmy came and blah 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 and blasted him. You know what I mean? And, like, blasted him while he was fighting with Juan Arando. Like, it was on video. It was fucking horrific. But that's the thing, man. Like, the one thing I hate the most about like this new age of technology is that when death happens, people can see it now. You know what I mean? You can watch your friend die on camera, or you can watch your friend die on Facebook on a timeline. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, yo, it is a little bit cringy for me. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I can't even be funny about it. I gotta be 100 with you guys. Like, it's a little bit weird. Like, when I go down my timeline and I see fucking, like, you know what I mean? Niggas dying on that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny. Like, some videos are funny. Like, if a nigga hit by a car, sometimes it's pretty funny. Or, like, some shit happens, like, it's pretty funny. But, like, or pretty crazy. But, like,
others are too deep. Like,
yeah,
too raw,
like,
too, like, oh shit.
Damn, like, yo, like when X died, and they didn't even have they have a video of him getting robbed, but when X died, people had videos of him, like, going into his car.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's in there
and
dead
he's
already.
Just dead in his car. Like, bro, that is wild. That is fucking whack. Like, damn, man. Like, report all the videos. If I die and they put it on camera, report them all. Report them shits. That shit is corny, bro. That shit is corny. Like, I don't know. Like, I'll watch it. I'll still watch it. I'm gonna be one of those 5,000 niggas that saw it, nigga, because I want to see if this nigga real. This nigga. But it's corny, bro. Like, let's be 100.
Yeah, it's a little disrespectful.
It's mad fucked up, and I just feel like, as a person, you should respect. Like, if they're dying, you should help them out. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be just recording it. You call. I'm not saying you shouldn't record it. You know what I mean? Because let me contradict myself. Sometimes recording it, like, for example, I don't know, you know, that, what's that guy's name? They put the knee on his neck. I forgot his neck. What the cops did, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When they put that guy in and they put his knee on his neck and shit and he couldn't breathe. George Floyd. You know what I mean? Like, having that on video gives people a sense of, like, oh, see, this is what happens behind closed doors. Right. You know what I mean? And that's a little bit different. I think you should videotape yourself every time you have an encounter with an officer.
Right, that's to back yourself up.
Just to have a little bit of, like, you know what I mean? Just so you can have a little bit of evidence for the whole thing. But overall, you shouldn't fucking record a nigga while he's dying, bro. Like, when he's on his last breath. Like, death is so wild, and so, like it's natural. Death needs to happen. Because we can't have too much of us. Overpopulation is terrible. You know what I mean? But like to record his last moments,
You could have saved him instead of you recording him.
right? You could have saved him. You probably that second
You
of
could have at least just tried.
you never know. You could have probably changed the outcome of
Yeah.
that man's futuro, and you done fucked it up because you wanted to see him record. But like yo, but to go on deaf, right? To go on deaf, like it is wildin'. Like death is gonna come regardless. Like there is no stop. Like when you're destined to die, you're gonna die. You know what I mean? I mean, there's ways to change your outcome but death is gonna come.
When it's
If
your
it
time,
doesn't,
it's
if
your
it's your time, it's your time. If you live to 89, if you live to 2, if you live to 3, you know what I mean? If you live to 170, if you live to fucking 80, 70, doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Death is gonna come regardless. And we need it. Because imagine if we had a life where we didn't die. There'll be too many of us. If we didn't die, we wouldn't be able to appreciate every moment of our lives. If we didn't die, if I didn't die, I would be lazy for at least 25 years. 25 years, I'll do nothing. If I know I can't die,
Yeah.
if I know I can live forever, I would not do anything. I would not be able to appreciate my life.
Yeah.
Because if I knew I was gonna die or I was gonna
We're like, we're here forever. Fuck it. We do it sometime.
we'll do it,
Sometime
we'll get it
do
done. So, nigga, we got mad time.
It gives people more of a purpose, something to work towards, push themselves more.
It's like we don't die. Like it just be chaos. We'll go insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll go around fucking everything. Now that we have fucked everything and each other, now it's time to fuck something new. You know what I mean? Because we're sick of fucking each other. We done fucked each other for billions of years. Now we're trying to see what the alligator mouth be like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like now we've done everything. Like we will go insane, bro. And then there's too many of us. There'll be too many. We'll sink the earth. Like we'll become one big ball of ocean.
Yeah.
Because we'll sink the fucking earth.
It would be crazy.
Just too many. Yo, listen. It's already bad enough that we're overpopulating the earth now. Like I feel like, in some cases, I feel that strongly. I feel like there's just too many of us.
That's
here.
why we need that control. We need it.
We need a couple of us to get 15%. The Thanos snap. We need 15% of us to be, and the world would be a better place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now you have to think about it. Like, what 15% has to go? You know what I mean? Like, all the millionaires. You know what I mean? All the millionaires. Then there'll just be a bunch of. Then it's like, I don't know. It's wilding. Like
It goes back to when it's your time. It's your time.
just take it with a grain of salt, man. Live your life to the fullest, because when it's all over, you can't go back. So that's why you gotta appreciate every person in your life. You know what I mean? People don't understand that sometimes. We take things for granted because we run in this space of just infinite freaking things happening at a time, and we can't keep up with it. But just take a moment sometimes to slow down your pace and just look around. You're alive. It's fucking great. You know what I'm saying? Most of us live in depression and think about the worst things in the world, like, oh my God, fucking my job, and
it could
my
be worse.
God, my house, my God, fucking, you know what I mean? Like shit like my friend is being a dickhead, like, my God, I can't find a boyfriend, like shit like that. You know what I mean? We look at things like that and we over exaggerate like how we should feel about it. When in reality, we're just making a problem. Most of us in life look at things and we make problems out of it instead of finding out solutions. 'Cause sometimes it's easy like that. Sometimes it's not as hard as you think it is. Sometimes you can just go and fucking just figure it out. You know
It's
what
just
I mean?
easier to create a problem, right?
Huh?
It's just easier to create
It's
a
just
problem.
that's what it is. That's what it is. It's easier to like point out the situation and like call it out for what it is. Like, it's a problem. Oh my God, we need help. We need to fix it. And it's like, nigga, so we just spent 45 minutes talking about your problem. We didn't, and then come with no solution. You know what I mean? We could have focused those 45 minutes on figuring out the solution. The problem should only be spoken about for a minute. Like, yo, this is my problem, and this is crazy. And you give me a little back detail about it, like, yeah, this is where the problem came from. And then for the next hour, we're thinking about how we're going to better ourselves and train ourselves to be better. Like, we got to stop living in so much regret and so much fucking, like, misery. Like, we live in the greatest fucking place in the world. I don't go fuck what nobody says. You know what I mean? China is telling you how many kids to have. Fucking Africa got lions. You know what I mean? Brazil got crazy mosquitoes. Colombia got cartels. Mexico got cartels. We live in America.
We don't, it's not too bad here.
We are free to a degree. But we are free to a degree. Yeah. But we are, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that bad. We live, some niggas gotta go through fucking crazy ass fucking Taliban, fucking cartel, fucking struggles of real life, real fucking struggles. For real. What we deal with here is a fragment of what everybody else in the world deals with. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Oh no, the police beat us. Oh shit, the police beat the shit out of people. Yo, you go to different places and the police is fucking hectic. You know what I mean? Way worse. You go to Mexico, you ain't not coming out of that bitch.
For real. They don't give a fuck.
I mean, I don't know. I've never been anywhere but here. But, like, I can tell you that much. From my experiences of being only here, it ain't that bad. And, my problems are not that big. You know what I'm saying? But the world's crazy. And we know that. And this is why, Valley Bikes, they're offering free swag for anybody.
Cool swag on top.
Cool swag. Yo, crazy swag for anybody that's willing to volunteer to watch over the bikes of Holyoke. I'm gonna put them right here so y'all can see them somewhere around here. These bikes, if y'all seen them around, there's these still stations where they have fucking bikes set up that you can take them and drive them around. You put your credit card through and right. I've never
connect it to your phone or something.
I've never really done it. Like
I never tried it. Never rented one.
Yeah, but like
so I'm part of the problem.
Yeah. So but basically, what's going on is people are vandalizing bikes, and they want you to stick up for their company. And if you stick up for their company and make sure the bikes are cool, they're gonna give you some fucking crazy swag, some cool swag. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm over here like, okay, what can they give me? You know what I mean? Are they gonna give me like a hat?
Would you like a hat? Would you like
sweater?
A hat? Would you like a hat?
I don't know, like some jeans. I'll take some jeans.
I take like a little cool jacket.
Yeah, cool jacket.
Gotta be cool
that says
though.
Valley Bikes.
They gotta be cool.
It says Valley Bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of corny.
It's boring. Why? Because you snitching?
No, I mean, you're not even snitching to get paid. I snitch to get paid
cool
right
swag.
now.
That's for those who need the swag.
My job consists of snitching to get paid.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I snitch to get paid. Mm-hmm. And you're telling me you want me to snitch for clothes?
For free?
For free.
Pretty much?
Right.
Well, because you got clothes, right?
Right.
So what about for those who don't?
That don't have clothes?
It's something
Then they would be naked, cat.
I mean,
everybody has clothes.
But some people are limited. See, some are limited than more than others.
Yo, it'd be great if you got shirts. Because people don't have shirts. Okay?
See, that's what we're saying.
Yeah. So if you're limited, you have one. You still have clothing.
But what if they don't? They want more cool swag.
They're being greedy. Because at the end of the day, why would you want more of it?
Obviously, but see, there's people out here that we see in the streets that probably only have like one or two outfits.
Yeah.
And they're just probably washing them, I don't know where, maybe in the river or something like that. Those are limited people.
So you're telling me you're gonna risk your fucking life, possibly, because you want some cool swag? Because you want.
Why are you risking your life?
Because if you're gonna they want you to basically be like, hey,
no, they don't want
stop
you to
vandalizing the bikes.
Why you gotta scream like that though?
Stop vandalizing the bikes.
What if they're just like, hey, that's not the way we should be using the bikes.
What?
Take care of
Bitch,
them. There's
suck my
people.
dick on my mama, nigga. You ain't my mom. Pow, 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 pow. Get her butt. Don't leave her. Get her butt. Like, people are gonna get raped because of these Valley Bikes, and you think, if they want protection, they need to hire professionals. Listen, Valley Bikes, you broke motherfuckers, get yourself some help. Get yourself some help. Don't be out here fucking asking us to give you guys security because you guys are too pussy to come down here and watch your fucking bikes. All right, you're going to get the rest of us killed out here. You know where we at? We in Holyoke, all right? You go tell these little motherfuckers. You go come to Holyoke and be like, that's why it's wild, yo. It's fucking crazy. And I don't know. It's up to you guys if you guys want to volunteer. Just know they're going to give out the swag that you need. Just like Kat said, there might be moments where people might not have the clothing that they, you know what I'm saying? That, they might not have the layers. You know what I mean? What's that shit called? The variety of clothing that you know what I'm saying. So they're ready to fill up your wardrobe.
Right.
You cheap bastards. All right.
Yeah, but it works for others. Maybe
It
you
works
just being
for
greedy. You're
others.
expecting too much.
Nigga, I'm about to snitch for clothes. It's
Some
like
people need it. You don't need
It's like
it.
if I go to I go to jail and they catch me with 14 bricks, and I know to connect, and the guy's like, listen, Caesar, we got a whole dressing room full of Gucci. If you tell us who's giving you the supplies, we'll give you this whole room of Gucci. Like,
Then you'll snitch.
I won't know. I'm telling you, that's the similarity. Like the similarity.
Will you snitch then?
Depending, you know what I mean? If does it fit? Is it 3XL? You know what I mean? Yo, sometimes Gucci room's small, bro. You gotta make sure that shit fit, baby. You know what I mean? You just looking
That's
sharp.
funny.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got no Gucci right now. Wow. This is awkward. I never did a podcast by myself, like completely alone. Like, I don't know what I want to talk about the subject, but I feel like Kat's not here. And since Kat's not here, I kind of want to roll another blunt. That's kind of like my mindset. You think I can roll it? How many of you guys think I can roll this blunt before Kat comes back? Hold up. Let me see if I can roll it. Let me see if I'm that fast. They went to the bathroom upstairs. And I gotta break this and roll it by the time she comes back. I might not be able to do it, but I've been known to have fast skills. I've been known to have a set of skills. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see. I used to do this back in the day when I used to go out in Crasso and throw parties and shit. And we used to fucking leave to like Kennedy's. We have to roll the blunt real fast so we could smoke before we get to Kennedy's. And I roll that shit right before we leave the lot, nigga. But let's see. Let's see. Rolling that shit. Cut a little paper because you know us niggas real skimpy blunts. Let's see. They're probably coming down the stairs now. This shit just broke. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Oh, I got a hole. We can't. Oh my god. Trying to roll this shit, nigga. Okay. All right. I rolled it with some time this year. Damn, but I have manholes. See if we can patch those babies up. I'm a motherfucking patcher. I don't go fuck. Niggas know how this shit goes. Sometimes we roll this shit too fucking fast. You gotta patch the baby up, you know what I mean? Patch the baby up. It's okay, baby. It's okay to be hurt. We gonna patch you up. Have you looking right, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. They're not here yet. We got time. Don't rush. I rolled it way too fast. I get nervous. Don't look at me. Okay. I rolled the blunt even with the patches. Let's see if it hits. Perfect. And you know what? I just heard somebody walk through the door. Let's see. It might have a little patches here and there. Might not look as crispy as it's supposed to, but... Hello, Kat. Welcome back. That's why I told the viewers. I was telling them that I would roll this blunt before you come back.
I know, because you fast. I believe it. You are super fast.
And I was able to roll the blunt before you came back. and patch it up because I fucked
I'm
it
pretty
up.
sure. You see, that's what I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure you fucked up somewhere.
Yeah.
Because you're fast, but it isn't. Just know it's not gonna come out perfect.
Yeah. But it was all before you got here. I did it because I was gonna talk to
job.
myself.
I'm glad I was welcome to this.
I was gonna. I was gonna talk to myself, but then I felt nervous. I was just me and them, and I didn't know how to like sit there. I was just looking at them like, well, I want to talk to you guys about the cocaine, but I'll just roll this blunt instead.
Oh my god.
It just felt so awkward. There's nobody here, just me and the camera. Like, hi.
You just need my company, right?
I just needed something.
Oh, it could have been anybody. Okay. Man. You see? This is why. Just know.
Could have been a
this
squirrel.
is why.
I could have been a squirrel.
That's fucked up.
And as long as a squirrel can talk, it would all. That's all we needed. No, but I'll be fired if I can have a podcast with a squirrel that can talk. What?
Right here.
That's funny, cat. Self-inflicted
Right here,
burns,
dude.
right? Cat's like, burn me. I'm a squirrel. I look like a squirrel. All right. So what I was saying, if I was in, is that music?
Seeing somebody's jamming out there.
Damn.
Let them live. You trying to live. You live in here. Let
So,
them live out there.
right? If I was on the beach, or if we were on the beach, and there was 12 kilos of cocaine
Yeah.
that washed up on the beach, and you were able to be the first one,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna think about it real
know a
hard.
lot of
We're not thinking about that part. No. You know.
Take a deep breath, cat.
You know, I don't know. This could benefit me right now. Not doing it, but you know, it could benefit me. So I've been
Yeah.
thinking about it. Like, damn, should I take this or should
Yeah,
I
yeah,
report it?
Yeah.
I think I'll be a punk and report it.
Yeah, you report it?
Yeah, I'll report it.
I won't report it.
Of course, we know you won't.
I'm looking at that shit like, let's take a deep breath.
Oh damn, you want to party?
I feel my hair. I feel.
See, you party too much.
Uh.
You party too much.
Let's sell it all. Make millions. For real. I'm looking for the drug dealing Avengers. Drug dealing Avengers. I'm building the whole team. You heard, cat? And I'm walking back to Holyoke. Like if I'm I'm walking back to Holyoke like I'm James St. Patrick. And I'm about to show my niggas the better way.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yo, Z, I'm about to pull up niggas from the slums. Yo, Z, but nigga, what you offering us, nigga? I take a deep breath, my nigga. Niggas be like, yeah, man, that's strong air. I'm like, yep, that's freedom, baby. We out of here. We gone. There's no more.
Oh man.
Yo, being broke is no more. Remember the last podcast I was saying it was okay to be broke?
Yes.
I fucking lied. All right, I was just trying to be inspirational. But it is not okay to be broke.
It's not okay when you find the solution, right? It's like if you found the solution,
What?
you found the solution. So
Yeah,
now
of
it's not
course.
okay to be broke. Now it's like, yeah, we're going all the way.
It's not okay to be broke at all.
So you're not scared to get caught now?
Get caught by who?
You think you're gonna get caught? There's
it's a-
cameras somewhere.
It's a setup.
This is a setup. It's either setup or there's cameras somewhere. Someone's watching you through their fucking window.
No, it's a fucking setup. It had to be. Well, why?
That's because that's life.
They're just being here putas at that point. Fucking policía, puercos, mamo. I'm gonna be screaming at the top of my lungs. Hey, look at that, son puerco. I'm gonna be spitting everywhere. No, son puerco, cabrón. No, suéltame, carajo. You meant, yo.
Oh wow, that's when your Spanish comes out the best.
I'll be hot. Yeah. Oh, yo, really? This was a setup to see who would go to jail first? It's like the car. You ever
Damn,
seen
and you fell for it.
It's like those car things. You ever seen that one?
No.
Where they did the car baits? Where they're like, they'll have the car running, keys in the ignition, everything in there, and they'll just leave it somewhere. And they'll just, and they'll catch a nigga. Like a nigga will go in and be like, oh shit, new car, I'm taking this bitch. Oh, we out.
That must be like a bum or something, cause like,
Nah, it'd be niggas. It'd be like fresh niggas. Like,
Really?
it'd be like,
would you get in a car? Like, I don't
Hey.
think I'd personally get in a car if I just see it there alone with the ignition on and just like just chilling there
now-
with nobody in the car. Like,
So when I was
You gonna
little,
go check it?
so when I was little, I had a friend, and you know his friend. He was your old boyfriend. You know what I mean? I can't. I disclose his name.
okay,
But I had a
if
friend,
you know, yes.
and he used to take the cars. and you used to take them.
Yeah, but
He
you
used to
said
get in them, turn them on, and take
but
them.
he'll turn them on.
Yes.
But you said that this car was with the ignition already on,
Cat.
just chilling there.
Imagine if I gave that friend that step, like one less step. He doesn't have to turn it on. It's there.
I feel
it's
you.
there now. Yo, remember,
I mean, I guess it depends on
remember,
the age.
at first,
but
yeah.
this is an age difference.
Remember, it's us. It's like it's kids. It's
Oh my God.
Remember, there's a list of people that can make Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? There's a list of people that do that. You know, here. So imagine if I gave him an easier automotive. Listen, instead of stealing that car, let's steal the car that's already on.
It's already on. The keys are in there.
The key's already in there. We don't even have to hotwire, use the Honda key for this. You know what I mean? We can fucking just hotwire this car. You know what I mean? I mean, we could just take this car. So what happened was people would get in, and then the doors would lock, and the car would shut down, and the cops would pull up and arrest you. So it was called a bait car. They're trying to catch like these.
I get.
You get what I'm saying? So today could have been your first day. You could have been your first day. You're not even a Grand Theft Auto specialist, but today could have been your first day on the job. Like, fuck, I'm gonna steal a car today because me da la fucking gana para robar un carro.
That's crazy.
And then they just get your ass, cat. Like,
I'd be tight, and I'd be shitting
I'd
bricks.
be
at the
crying.
same
I'd
time.
be like,
Right.
I didn't want to steal a car. I'm poor. I'm so fucking poor. so fucking poor. I had a podcast. I told people that I was good to be broke, and I just want to be broke no more. Okay, I wanted the new watches. I wanted the fucking Gucci. You know what I mean? Like,
and if my people can't get it for me, I'm gonna get it.
let's go. Let's go. Yeah, man. That's why, like, no, but that's crazy, right? Like, that's
That is
crazy
crazy.
that the cops do that shit, right? They'll set up these traps, right? And they'll get your hopes up and they fuck up your whole life. You know what I mean? Like that movie Informant, right? That movie Informant was wild.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like he went to jail for what was it? He went to jail for beating up the guys, right?
Yep.
For beating up the guys that were talking. That's when you gotta understand something. Like, listen, nowadays I'm pussy. I'm gonna be like 155. So like if I'm walking with Kat and y'all be like, hey yo, what's up, mommy? What's up, Mexican mommy with the Mexican toto? Yo, I'll lick that shit, baby. That man ain't doing it like I would do it. Live dick, motherfucker.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'd be like, if he said all that,
I wouldn't know if to be mad or laugh.
if he said all that, I'll just cry to the car. All right, I'm just gonna cry to the car, cause, after seeing this movie, I was like, I would never stick up for a woman again. Like, I stuck up for my woman. I killed 3 niggas and end up in fucking feds custody, and they're telling me I can avoid not death penalty. I can avoid life in prison if I work with them and take down a cartel. Oh my God, the life decisions. And then as things get more like intense throughout the show, you know what I mean? It comes to show the feds actually don't wanna. They want to eliminate him. They want to keep him in jail. This nigga did the job. He snitched. He gave him all the intel he needed. And then when he was supposed to like be transported to solitary and get out of jail, the nigga said, nah, we good. He said, you gave us what you need, my nigga, but who you? I don't know you. You know?
For real, that was crazy.
And he had, and it was wild. That was wild. That was fucked up. Like, that's the thing, the streets is dirty. The streets is dirty and it's dead too. You know what I mean? That's the one thing I feel about the streets. The streets is dirty and it's dead. If you're still in the streets hustling, may God be with you guys. Because this shit is not it. You know what I mean? The things that are going around in these streets that are killing our kids and killing our friends and killing our uncles and dads and parents and this shit is wild. And that's all like niggas is trying to make money, be greedy, and do crazy shit. Like, you don't have to put fentanyl on these streets. You know what I mean? Y'all don't have to do that. But that's what niggas be saying. Niggas be like, that shit ain't.
Yeah, that's selfish as fuck.
Nah. But niggas is saying that shit government shit. That niggas would say the government started that shit. I don't know who started that shit. That shit, they said the Arab had that shit on lock, and then we just brought it over here, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know shit about nothing. I don't want to know. I want to stay away. I just hate hearing, like, niggas I grew up with die over shit that's retarded, nigga. And we just gotta learn how to remember, like, we're getting old now. You know what I'm saying? And, like, we can't live the way we used to live. You know what I mean? Like, we can't be partying, going crazy, taking mad fucking drugs. Most of us got kids. Most of us got families. Most of us got responsibilities that we're ignoring because we're choosing to be selfish, only think about ourselves. And it's like, that's not how things should be. You know what I mean? You should cherish every. That's why I was telling you guys earlier about death. You guys gotta cherish life. So it starts with taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? Making sure y'all niggas are not on the bullshit. Like, that shit is crazy right now. You know what I mean? And and you know what? I gotta thank Marlon, Marty. Yo, I was popping perks with my niggas, right? Cause at the time it was a cool thing, but to be honest, it wasn't like it was like every else. You know what I mean? So like, at the time I was taking it. Cause I was chilling with my niggas, and my nigga would be like, "Oh, I got a half. You want some?" And I'd be like, "I'll take a half." You know what I mean? And I wasn't like I wasn't addicted to them. You know what I mean? I would have months where I don't do them, and then my boy would be like, "Hey, you got a half?" And then we'll do fucking perks for like 3-4 days. You know what I mean? But the thing is, for me, it just gave me a headache. It gave me like a, you know what I mean? Like, I needed. I thought they always told me, "Oh, you're probably just dehydrated. Drink water. I bought a gallon of water with that bitch. Talk about, damn, nigga, I'm still thirsty." Nah, it was just not. It was one of those that it was. If I had to pick a poison, that wasn't gonna be it. You know what I mean? Because of that. But I guess it had its strengths and weaknesses. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it hits everybody different.
Because when I was rapping and doing music, I felt like a lot of things were coming to my mind, but I felt like performance wise, I wasn't there. You know what I mean? So I used to ask Gil to give me one before going to the studio on purpose. Like, yo, Gil, give me one before I go to the studio. And I took one before going to the studio, and Mars like, yo, like, I don't know, like, we were sitting down, and I was making. I used to go to Mars' house and make like fucking like 5, 6 songs, 7 songs, 8 songs, maybe 3 songs, 2 songs, 1 song. You know, whatever they wanted me to hop on, I was always ready and willing to hop on. And Mar was like, I remember I said something about taking perks, and Mar was like, yo, you on a perk right now? And I'm like, nigga, hell yeah, nigga, we lit. He's like, Z, you know what I mean? Like, he literally was like on some big homie shit, like, yo, Z, man, come on, that shit lame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he broke it down, and like, the thing is, I already knew these things, but his reassurance, like his like, just like telling me how he felt about that, reminded me like, oh yeah, this is why this so and so is like this. My father's like this. You know what I mean? Right. And I'm like, oh, so you know what I mean? And he snapped me out of it. I wasn't a VI. I wasn't a trip.
I was like, you knew already, but you need a reminder. Like, yo, bro.
I was chilling with niggas that were getting money. You know what I mean? These niggas were getting money. It was just like I was just around them. You know what I mean? So like, I was in their bubble. I probably made like a percentage of everything, probably maybe a small like point, 0 point. You know what I mean? I probably made some money in between with, but these niggas had the money. You know what I mean? And I was just there as like a friend. Like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? And like. And they're like, hey, friend, you're our friend. Here, take this. We're all on this. And like, okay, friends. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, he put that perspective into my mindset. And I've always cherished that. Mm-hmm. Like, that's one of the things I would never let go in my mind about him. Because I'd be like, yo, that nigga, he put that in my head. And I was like, nah, I'm done with that. Yeah. And before I was on another level, before I could escalate to a fiend or like a weed habit where I'm doing them every day. Yeah. Mar was able to stop it. Like, nah, bro, don't even do them shits to come to the studio. You rap without them shits. You know what I mean? And since then, you know what I'm saying? Yep. And that's why I tell niggas, like, I just burn myself like a retard. But that's why I tell niggas, like, the extra grease is a hype. All that other shit is a hype. Don't believe, man-made, factional shit, all that. I maybe shrooms. I do shrooms. But all the other shit's a hype. You don't need that shit. Y'all niggas, you know what y'all niggas need? Y'all niggas need to get focused and move on to your priorities, you know what I mean? Y'all need to understand what's the difference between partying and like actually doing something. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I'm talking shit, but I don't know shit. So like, I'm just as bad as you guys. I need to get my shit together too. I just like judging you because it's easier for me to like not worry about what I'm going through. Right. It makes more sense. It makes more sense. Like,
I guess.
It's not how it is. Like for like the fat angry bitches that be in the back like, te cabrón, mira este. You know what I mean? Like this whack ass nigga. Like, you know what I mean? There's always like those group of people where they're always like pinpointing like who's whack and who's this or what's whack or like, and like it's like because something in their life is miserable. You know what I'm saying?
So they're miserable with themselves.
So they're hurt people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that's really what it is a lot most of the time with that. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I don't know. I just want to keep the peace and the love. It's a comedy podcast. We're not here to fight. We're just here to laugh and just make fun of each other. Look at me. I got a big head. You know what I mean? I'm fat. You know what I mean? I'm wearing shorts that I should wear maybe a size up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a different breed.
Yeah.
You think I give a fuck? I don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't give a fuck about what y'all think, y'all perception. Because that shit don't pay the fucking bills. When it starts paying the bills, maybe I'll start taking some notes, you know?
Well, now we understand why you wear the booty shorts then, huh?
What do you mean,
that
why?
pays the bills?
But booty pays the bills.
Booty pays the
Booty
bills.
pays the bills.
That's
Booty pays
why.
the bills, yeah.
Damn. Now we know your secret. Huh?
As long as they know, like, it's there. It's nice. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
Yeah. But overall, Kat, what time we got?
An hour.
An hour? As always, if you fuck with us, like, subscribe, share. You know what I mean? We might not hit the mark all the time. We might not be funny all the time. But sometimes it's good just to make an episode for y'all and give y'all something to talk about. Because there's been a lot of interesting things going on. Just because I make fun of them doesn't mean it's not for you guys to know about it. You know what I mean? Like, to put some perspective into it. You know what I'm saying? So just don't think that my perspective is the right one because I'm not influencing.
Because you don't know shit.
I don't know nothing. So I don't want people being like, yo, Z said this, so this is why I believe. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't use me as a reference for nothing because I don't know nothing. I'm just here to fuck around and just do me and just smoke weed and talk shit about nothing. So if you guys like all that and you guys, you know, maybe subscribe to it, hey, more power to you. I appreciate y'all to the end. It's been another episode of A Whole Lot of Real where we keep this shit real even though we fucking idiots. Until the next time, guys. Peace.